Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this collective journey to be with our vibrational matches. And if you have met your twin, then, and you know what the twin flame dynamic is like, then you know it's purely energy, and we're here to traverse and transmute energies, work through energies, anchor in the light onto this beautiful planet. And we are collectively doing that. So today I'm going to pull some cards just to find out what we need to know. What does Spirit want us to tell us about these connections? How we are helping to bring as above, so below, ground these connections into our physical reality. So let's have a look. What is the first thing? What do we need to know about the twin flame connection? And it is the chaos. It brings utter chaos into your life. And that is 100% true. So for pretty much most of us that find ourselves in these connections, then as soon as it happens, then your whole world turns upside down. And very often you have to switch jobs, you have to change your lifestyle, you have to, like, everything goes topsy-turvy, and your whole life kind of becomes unrecognizable to what it was before. Because inside, internally, your soul is, like, in a sense, rejoicing. But then when you go into separation again, then there is this complete, acute fear, panic that sets in, because you know that you're meant to be together, it doesn't happen, and then chaos then happens. So with that, what are we working on at the moment? So where is the Twin Flame Collective at the moment? Working on the yang energy, which is traditionally the energy of taking action. So, because, like I say, this chaos that gets created, basically feeling like can't live the old life anymore, things have to change out of the blue, just stuff happens. The old falls away, the new comes through, and we have to take action on it. Because this is like, and look, that's a fireball literally being handed to us to say, okay, this is the time that you got to switch up your life. But you've got to take action on your intuition. And if you can't hear your intuition, then you have to do everything you can to tap into your intuition, because your intuition will be your best friend on this path. There is nothing else but intuition. So here we go. So what do we need to know about our intuition? Look, the deep knowing. Yeah. The intuition is everything. I mean, you couldn't have made that up. The deep knowing inside. Number 43 is the number of the soul, and the deep knowing inside. And this card is, there's a couple of cards in this deck that are my favorite cards. One of them is the deep knowing. The other one is the home card, because there is a deep knowing in your soul that you have met this person to bring you into the highest version of yourself. And it also unlocks the wisdom that you have within. And so we have, this is the thing, right? The miracles. There is a deep knowing in your soul. So we have to take action around whatever is causing the conflict and the chaos, and all of those things, because, we'll all be pushed, and in different ways, depending on what our own soul growth is and our own learnings. But ultimately, everything is about having faith and trust in a higher purpose. So what do we need to be doing at the moment? Wishing upon the stars, you see? Understanding that these connections are indeed fated. They are an eternal bond of the heart. And so an eternal bond of the heart is about understanding that we are, that we are more than just physical body. We are made of, whatever whatever your belief is, we're made of stardust, we're made of love, basically. And that's been one of the fascinating things about doing QHHT sessions for people, is I did one yesterday, and the person, actually it was a really good friend of mine, who was a friend of mine from university, so very not linked to this sort of work at all, so much more like a friend, as in what I'd like to say, like a what's normal, but you know what I mean, someone that isn't involved in the twin flame or any of these kind of any of this sort of work, so very much living in the sort of corporate society, let's say. So I was really sort of intrigued to see what would happen, because I also thought maybe it was going to be a bit difficult, that I wouldn't be able, that maybe there might be a resistance and a blockage to actually going into hypnosis and into different lives and into the superconscious state. But I was very pleasantly surprised. And what they experienced was that they didn't have a physical body, and that almost like they were a star, because they were describing being able to look down and see the earth and see like the moon and the craters, and they were describing how they could see it, but then they were like, but there's light, flashing lights and twinkly, and I was saying, are you a star? And they were like, well, I don't know, but I know I don't have a body, but I know that I can see. And so, you know, so these sorts of things, which are so amazing, you know, to be able to give that gift to somebody through these sort of sessions. And for anyone who's done sort of QHHT or past life regression or any of those sort of therapies, it really is quite an amazing thing, because it does make us see beyond this physical realm, and that's the magic. So yeah, so what are we focusing on? They're focusing on understanding that we are pulling these connections down. Look, as well, what I said was bringing as above, so below, and she's literally pulling the stars down into her physical hands, because we've got to make the superconscious, or our intuition, we've got to follow it in order to ground it into our physical world. So hence why it's so important to keep following our intuition. So then I'm going to say, okay, well, what does the divine counterpart or the twin energy want to say? And it is the land of milk and honey, the rainbow, and the elephant as well, which I love, because the elephants are also, I'm not sure what culture it is, but my mum has 3 elephants, little elephants, that are facing the door, the front door, and it's about bringing in abundance. And it is this realization that we look, it's number 51. 51 is number 6. 6 is about love, the number of love. And so there is, again, that understanding that when we live in the love vibration and we follow our heart and we follow our intuition, then basically the land is like milk and honey. There is a pot of gold, because abundance does come when the universe says it's right for us. That's the other thing. Not when we think we need it. It's like when the universe knows it's right for our soul growth. So, and what else do they want to say? What else does the divine counterpart want to say? Look, we're mending each other's souls all the time. We are giving each other their wings. They are right here next to us, helping us, guiding us, showing us the way, helping us to take action towards our dreams. We just have to reach out and ask them for help. So what does the divine counterpart want us to focus on at the moment? And it is being in the present, being in the here and now. Being in the here and now, being calm, centered, basically honoring the heart space, because that's our most powerful center to manifest, is when we're calm, peaceful, grounded in the heart. And then what's the last message they want to say? What is the last message that they want to say? And it is this. It is just trust that they are thinking about you just as much as you are thinking about them. Because, again, we're part of one consciousness. We're part of a collective consciousness. The telepathic connection is real. And we just have to trust that our telepathy, our intuition, everything that we're being told is 100% what we need to know at this point for all of our paths. And look, the tribe coming together. Just like I was saying at the beginning, we're coming together to help each other elevate, to help each other rise up, to bring in these eternal connections. It's number 8. To bring in the tribe, we're coming together to take action, to follow the fated path, to move out of, any old habits of life that we don't need anymore, to follow that deep knowing within our hearts. So I will read the deep knowing card, number 43, because I absolutely love it and it feels like a perfect message to end on. So, intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy and hypersensitivity. The intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It is perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. Know that this deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You are given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or 5 senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You are now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. And the relationship messages, there are occasions when you just know, deep in your heart and soul, that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you are connected at a level which is impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time, etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. 2 hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust in your heart to lead you now, because magic is about to happen. Well, there we go. As always, amazing. The cards are just ridiculous. I trust that everyone's doing all right. And just trust that everything that is right for you will come for you. Okay, I really hope that helps. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my books, please do. All details in the link below in the video, in the description field. I'll be back tomorrow with a new video. So I hope everyone does well. Take care. Bye.